Hey guys, Raid Zero AU and welcome back to Empyrion Galactic Survival. This is episode 12 in Alpha 1 and we're up to 1.4.2 at the moment. So I did a bit more work on the small vessel, as you can see. So I got a couple of rocket pods or missile pods. Added the extra 2 Gatling guns, a couple of lights. We've got a cargo box in here. We have 4 thrusters and the fuel tanks there. And changed the, instead of having main thrusters, I've got 2 manoeuvring thrusters, one on each side. One going up, one going down for the lift and descent. And a couple of oxygen tanks. So basically that's the small vessel done for the moment anyway. So yeah, it's not too bad. Not too bad. Added the landing gear as well, obviously. So yeah, it'll do. But main theme on this episode is going to be about 2 types of resources, and the one is Sathium, which we will get to, but the other one is Pentaxit. And Pentaxit is new to the Alpha. It wasn't in pre-Alpha, and basically what it does is it fuels your warp drives on your capital vessels, so it's something we need to start thinking about. And there's 2 places you can get Pentaxit. And one of them is at the bottom of lakes. You can also pick seaweed down there as well, which I believe you can make seaweed snacks from. So I'm just going to head over to a body of water and I'll see if I can just locate one so you can see, so I can show you what they look like. This looks like a decent size body of water. Alright, we'll just bring that down. Yep, that'll do. Make sure you put your helmet on so you can breathe. And then we head out. Okay. So with the jetpack on as well, C goes down. Now this is the seaweed here, which you can pick up. It looks like that. Intermediate product used as an ingredient for processing into a more complex product. See templates for exact use. Okay. Alright. But this here is what the crystals look like. It's blue crystal. So you pick that the same as you do a plant. And I'd imagine they'll respawn on there. And you can find them at the bottom of these lakes, as you can see. And basically you use the blue crystals in the constructor, same place as you do all your like all the ores and things like that, ores, magnesium, things like that. It's in there, and it will, one of those will give you 1 Pentaxit. And as I said, Pentaxit is then used, whoop, hit the tree, to power your capital vessel. Oh, to power your capital, I should rephrase that. It's used to power your capital vessel's warp drive. So if you want to travel between the planets, you need to use the warp drive. And if you want to use the warp drive, you're going to need Pentaxit. So, as I said, that's new to Alpha. In pre-Alpha, they gave us a reprieve on any sort of fuel source for warp drives, but have now introduced it in when they brought out Alpha. So just drop that down. Alright. Take my helmet off. In fact, I might top up my oxygen with some of these. One thing I haven't got on the small vessel, because I couldn't decide where I was going to put it, is an oxygen station. So what I've done is in the cargo box, I've just put a number of these stacks of 5 small O2 bottles. So now you see here we've got the blue crystal, and then in the and it's in the components part. We've got Pentaxit here. It takes 1 blue crystal, and you just convert it. And I have picked up a couple of others, or a few others around, and you use that inside. Probably need to go to, I don't think I've unlocked it yet. So it's in capital vessel here, warp drive tank, which is a new item in Alpha. So we're going to need to make that. Now, to be able to make a warp drive tank, we're going to need flux coils. We're going to need flux coils for a warp drive and a gravity generator. Also, for if we want to start using the large generator, we need flux coils. Now, in order to make flux coils, now the thing is, I've got 12 flux coils because in the previous videos, if you've watched those, you'll know that we can go and grab some flux coils by removing some of the items off the crashed MS Titan, like the engines and things like that. But if you need to make flux coils, then what you need to have to be able to make them is you need Sathium ingots plus silicon ingots. There's only one place you can get Sathium, and that's out of asteroids. So you need to head up to space to do that. And that's what we're going to do. So we're going to head up there for the sake of completeness, and do a bit of have a look for some Sathium. The other thing is that I've also seen it mentioned, and I haven't visited the moon yet on this play, or on this seed. But I've seen it mentioned that those blue crystals are quite abundant on the moon as well. So if we've got time, we'll head up, look for some Sathium, grab some of that, and if we've then got time, we might head over to the moon and just have a quick look. So, alright. We'll start heading up. Speaking of the moon, there it is, right in front of us. So I suppose we'll just head towards that. You'll see on the right hand side there it says distance to orbit. Gives you the countdown as you get higher and higher. Power left 251.5 minutes on this ship at the moment. There we go. So just a bit of it's transition between playfields is still a bit janky. Alright, so we've got a Sathium asteroid right ahead of us, so we'll head straight for that. Can't see any enemies around. Space drone. Yeah, spoke too soon. There we go. Plasma space drone too. I just want to keep our eyes on him. Is he going to head towards me? Or is he just going to sit there? So we don't need a huge amount of Sathium. I mean, as I said, we can grab those flux coils off of by dismantling things. You can get them out of bases and by destroying stuff, and also, as I said, from the MS Titan. But make sure you wear your helmet when you go into space. It's always a wise idea. And you need to be able to move around, you need to use your jetpack. Oh, parked myself a long way away, didn't I? Didn't think I was that far away. Was I? Must have been. Wow. Alright. Just gonna bring that in. I'll probably do it. So these coloured spots on here are the Sathium, and with the tier 2, the good thing is that stuff won't go flying off. So just going to grab a little bit of it. Hopefully that drone doesn't decide to come over. Really don't feel like being stranded out here. Getting a bit of crushed stone, but also the main thing is we're getting the Sathium. There you go, 358 Sathium already. So that'll do for now. Alright. And where's the moon? There we go, there's the moon. So it tells us, you see now, once we're in space, I've got 534.3 minutes of power left, use a lot less power in space. And it gives us the distance to Akua at the moment. So it gives you the distance to the nearest main body, celestial body. So you'll find that after a bit this will change to distance to the moon. And certainly if you want to look around while you're in space, just tap the Alt key and that puts you in free view mode. So you can keep moving towards the moon, but you can have a look around. Yeah. Admire your ship in space. Alright, so you see there, distance to Akua moon, and we're now coming in, so I'm just interested to see how abundant supposedly these crystals are on the moon's surface. Alright. Also, I haven't been to the moon in Alpha, so it'll be interesting to have a look. Of course, we come onto the dark side, didn't we? Yeah, that's the way we want to head. Head towards the sunrise. Neodymium deposit, nice. Now, of course, you get points of interest and drones and things like that on the moon as well. So you need to be careful of that. If you press M. On the map you can see on the side here it gives you a rundown of, oh, you can get Sathium on here now. That's something new. Neodymium, silicon, copper, cobalt, iron, promethium. So you can get Sathium on the surface of the moon. As I said, I did not know that. That was As far as I knew, you could only get it from... Whee, there's the barrier. So I'm just going to scan around at very low level, and luckily I got lights on this thing. And I read on some forums that those blue crystals can be quite abundant on here. I'd have to admit I haven't seen any yet. So we head into the light section of the oh, minigun drone. Rocket drone. We'll maybe avoid the drones for now, if we can. Alright, so now we're coming into the lighter side of the moon. The rocket drone over there. Might have a bit better luck. Yeah, I can't say I'm seeing any down here. I'm not saying there's none on the moon, but I'm not sure that they're overly abundant. When we're flying at fairly low level here, and I can see rocks, but wait, see, just to prove that I'm flying very low level. And you can see over here there's a point of interest. This will be a crashed ship. We'll head towards it, see if we can just get it to pop. There will be some drones around the place, no doubt. So there's another thing there. New resource. Crash ship. Ghost Rider defense. Right, well, let's get out of here. Just in case. Promethium deposit. Discovering lots of stuff, but as I said, I'm really not seeing those blue crystals. And here comes a Kua up on over the oh, cannon drone. Let's move away from him. Yeah. Unless you get them in the bases, maybe, as part of the loot. Might be the case, I suppose. But they're definitely not lying around the place to be picked up. So... Yeah, I suppose just to be 100% certain. Minigun drones. What is this thing? Drone base. Alright. That's why there's quite a few drones. I suppose just to be certain, if we can find a relatively safe location, we could probably jump out and just run around a little bit and have a look. But how safe are we here? Look around. Yeah, not too bad. Well, I suppose. But see, already, just like we landed, so if we scan around, I don't see any blue crystals. So yeah, so not sure on that. I think that's our timer. But that's okay. basically I wanted to bring the small vessel out for a bit of a spin. So, and we needed to. I wanted to show the Sathium. We can see that we can get the Pentaxit from Akua, so it's not an issue. And I'm sure they're right. I'm sure you can get the blue crystals from the moon somewhere, but I'm thinking maybe it's loot from bases. So we will be coming back and having a look at that, and having a look at the bases. So that. Okay. Cool. You see on the mini-map there, it shows that there's a lot of... these are all Sathium asteroids here, so... There's a decent amount of Sathium up here. As I said, you don't really need a lot. I'll have to check it when we get back down to base, but from memory, or in pre-alpha, I'm pretty sure it used to only take 1 Sathium ore to make 10 ingots or something like that. They may have changed that, so we'll check that. But the small vessel has performed quite nicely, so I'm happy with that. And it gives us a good way of scouting around the rest of Akura as well. We can zip across it, discover any points of interest that I may have missed with going around with the hover vessel, and then we can take the hover vessel and look at going and attacking them. Right. So now, where's my base? That's always the thing when you... it's behind me. Right behind me. What's up? Not quite. This way. There it is. You can see it from here. This is where it'd be nice for me to have a bit of a glitch there with the terrain coming through. Oh, it's okay. Oh, there's my body lying on the ground over there. Another graphical glitch. It is only alpha after all. I'll bring that over a bit closer to the... There we go. Bang. Okay. Now you notice I'm up here. This is a bug that's been around for a little while. It was in pre-alpha as well. And just turn my helmet off. And the reason being that I've had the jetpack on and then off, and basically what you need to do if this happens to you, because you'll see I'm just floating around the place, you just need to turn your jetpack on, then turn it back off. It just floats you down. Just going to grab these tomatoes quickly, just so I can see they're ripe. Only reason being that these ones I'll probably just let spoil. I've got some food at the moment in the fridge, so but these will come in useful for making some more growing pots. So you'll see here I've actually got quite quite a number of spoiled food in here. And with that, what I can do is just queue those up. And also 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of those. I've got another 12 cave coffee here. Actually, I'll chuck those in there. Can let that do that. In here, we'll chuck the Sathium ore. That was just a bit of rock as well. Sathium ingot. No, so it takes 5 Sathium ore now to... I'd have to go back and look at my videos, but I seem to remember only taking 1, because I remember thinking at the time, geez, that's low. You really only need bugger all Sathium. But, you know, we got some now. So, what we got, 300 or something? 350, so that's 50, 100, 300, that'll do. That'll convert it all into Sathium ingots. And that way, if we find we do need to make any more flux coils, because some of these items do use quite a number of flux coils for the capital vessel, so yeah, we may find that we need some, so now we've got it, we don't need to worry about that. Alright, as you can see, I haven't done a lot more on the base at this stage. Been concentrating on that small vessel and getting that sorted out. And yeah, just wanted to go through Pentaxit and Sathium in this video. So I'm going to call the video here. We've done what we set out to achieve. And I hope you enjoyed what you've watched. If you have, please leave a like and subscribe. And I look forward to seeing you all next time. I'm Raid0AU, signing out.